So I'm going to start with that. Actually, that's at least the second or third time Playboy has done this to me. It's getting a little flirty with me. I'm Mike Dimas, and this is Pinball Shenanigans. Okay, let's start. Playboy, episode 3. In the last episode, I tore down the Playfield. There's a lot of parts and pieces and a lot of layers. And I started on cleaning the Playfield. I'm about 2/3 of the way clean, and then I just got to do this section next. I gave it a little bit of a once over, but it's already looking better, but it needs definitely a thorough going over. So in the interim, I stuck on all these pink, sweet ass pink, hot pink Cliffy posts because I wanted to just see what I had and what I needed. Turns out I had the exact number of posts required, and then I placed an order at Titan Pinball for hot pink rubbers for the rest of the machine. So there's not that many rubber rings, really. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, kind of the larger size, and then there's a whole bunch of the smaller size. This one particular post is the only, I think there's actually 11 like tall posts. Decided not to do this one because, well, this is for cosmetics. Oh, I gotta tighten this post. And A, you won't see it, and B, these posts are just a little bit skinnier, so I don't want to add any thickness to that and potentially interfere with any ball path. Probably not going to happen, but I did not order an 11th post. The 10 that I have, I feel, are going to be sufficient. Executive decision made, not changing that post. So I ordered these posts to shipping depot in the States, which is not far away from my buddy John Charest. And it's actually his shipping depot, so he is offered to, let me use his shipping depot, and then he'll pick it up, cross the border, saves me some shipping, saves me potentially some duty and taxes and fees. So thanks to John Charest for that connection and that hookup. Hopefully, if they show up at the depot soon, then I could have them maybe for the next Forked River tournament, June 6th. If not, it'll be the one after that. I also, when you weren't looking, just for fun, thought I'd try and clean up the flipper bat to see how clean it came. And as you can see, pretty friggin' minty. So I'm not changing the flipper bats. They're in good shape, and the decals on them are friggin' perfect. So this will clean up just the same. I got 2 pink flipper rubbers, of course, and a pink shooter tip coming as well. I did also have to remove the magazine mech, which was not hard to do because there's rubbers and light bulbs that need to be dealt with. I'm determining, I have to decide if I want to change these to LEDs. I feel like if I put 4 LEDs in there, it's just going to blow out the art and you're not even going to be able to see the thing. So I might keep them incandescent, but just change them for newer ones so that they don't burn out, because they're a bit of a pain to access. So I feel like I might have to keep incandescents in all of the boobie mechs, of which there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Tom Cicchetti sent me a photo of this 2-way mirror, and it is there are in fact boobies back there. So that's mech number 6. They made 6 unique mechs for boobies back in the early 2000s. Stern was trying hard and did great back then. This, in today's standards, would be a premium or LE, no doubt. They just don't make them like they used to. Like with this you know, laser cut or whatever, however cut, weldment with the Playboy logo. Like, that's just pretty awesome. Also, I have decided, almost certainly, that I'm going hot pink for powder coating. Legs, side rails, hinges. Oh, shooter housing. I'm going to leave the coin door, it's fine. And wire forms. Look at this. This thing is 100% ready to go for powder coating right there. This guy, I need to remove 2 screws, and then it is ready to go for powder coating. So, oh, and also, does this apron have one of those wire thingamajiggies on the front? No? That's more of a Williams thing. Okay, so no wire on there to powder coat. But I'm going hot pink. Could almost do stuff like this too, but I'd have to remove the ramp flap. And don't want to do that. So that's my plans. And also, I should go pink flipper buttons. I don't even know if they exist. That would be cool. Kevin gave me this. Check this out. Pink T-molding. Only problem is I'm like 6 inches short. But I also have purple as an option, because this Playboy could look pretty friggin' cool in this same purple powder coating, don't you think? There's the T-molding there. But, I don't know, I think I have to stick to pink, because when you think Playboy, you think hot pink. And, you know, there's pink on the Playfield throughout. Couple different shades of pink. It would be more like this pink than this pink, I believe, is what I would do. Yeah, more like this. I should actually bring one of these to the powder coater and say I want this color. And then, yeah, do the T-molding as well. I think that would be pretty friggin' sweet. So, that's what's going on. Oh, I made a deal with Dutch. He's gonna shop up my Harley Davidson Playfield for me. And I'm gonna pay him nice for it. Nice and well and dandy. But here's the thing, he's gonna need my LEDs. So he can do that. He's gonna need rubbers. So I can give him my rubber bin, because I don't really need anything from there. But I need to give him my LED bin so he can do that. So that's my goal for today. At the very minimum, is to LED this bad boy, or bad girl. And then I can give my LED bin over to Dutch to do my Harley Davidson. So, I'm going to start with that. Actually, that's at least the second or third time Playboy has done this to me. Yeah, it's getting a little flirty with me. So maybe I should just clean the top third first and then go to town with the LEDs. And then, yeah, I think that would be a good goal. I don't know how much time I have tonight, but if I do have time, I can start removing the hardware as well for powder coating. So, yeah, exciting stuff. Let's get started. All right, I got the top third of the Playfield cleaned up. Looks very nice. This is a real nice condition Playfield. Very happy with it. But now it is decision time. Warm white LEDs on the left, or natural white on the right. These are still incandescent, so this is kind of more like what warm would look like. I don't know. I don't know yet. Whatever I go with, I'm just going to decide and do it. And right now, I think I'm leaning towards natural. So, we'll see what happens. Alright, so I have done topside general illumination. I've got it in all lamp tests, so you can see all the Playfield inserts are incandescent, and you can see how different they look. That is a good before shot. should look significantly better. I don't think the colored inserts are going to look that much different. Maybe just a little bit brighter. And these whites are going to look a little more white rather than, you know, kind of off-white, warm white. So let's kind of pan from the start here. I went with warm whites for the pop bumper caps because for the pop bumpers, because the caps are red. So it won't like bleed out the red as much as if I had went natural. So I think natural looks pretty darn good overall. I'm happy with it. I think I got everything for, oh, and check this out. I alternated white and pink for this backboard. I had pretty much just enough pink to do that, so love how that turned out. So there we go. General illumination is done. Now I will do the underside of the playfield, and then I will go through all 6 mechanisms. I don't actually see any lights in this mech, so there's nothing under there. So I only have to deal with 5 mechs. Get back on there, come on. I'm forcing it. I'm gonna break it. Let's not do that. There we go. Just temporarily set that there. So yeah, underside, playfield inserts, and then the 5 remaining mechs. And yeah, that should be it. All right, let's see if I can show some of the before and after here. If I hold steady, it won't flicker. This row has been LED'd. And this row has been LED'd, except jackpot is a flasher. And then you can see this row has not. Can you see the difference? Here's another example. Okay, I did all this. Natural whites here, warm white in the yellows, red in the red, white in the white, and then here's incandescent. So it's starting to shape up. Another 50 or so more to go. These 555 squeezy sockets are not my favorite things to deal with. You gotta squeeze them together and then pop them out, squeeze them back in. That one's actually not bad because it's nice and accessible, but once you get into stuff behind here, it definitely gets a little awkward. And I'm doing some cleaning with my fingers in the process incidentally. So there's that. All right, well, I'm gonna keep plugging away. All right, these incandescent bulbs, friggin' filthy. I've lost the ability to thumbprint my phone now, but I am almost done. Definitely a lot of LEDs. I still got to do the 12 Playgirls in the middle. But I think everything else is done, minus the 5 Playboy mechs. So have a look. Oh, wait a minute. I think I see this grotto. That is incandescent still. It's very flickery when I pan over it, but it's looking real good. I love how it looks. You can really see the difference before and after from this section to the surrounding area. So I'm happy with my natural white choice. I think it looks great. And I think with all these pink highlights in the art, some pink powder coating is gonna be pretty killer. I'm seeing that my mirror here is kind of filthy. I need to clean that, but not with these hands. So I guess I will maybe I'll set these guys aside for now. I'm running out of time, and maybe try and work on the mechs so that I can at least get those done, because those are a little more complex. These are nice and easy. I can just set 12 LEDs aside and bring my bin over to Dutch once the 5 mechs are done. All right, here's mech number 1. Okay, that is about how bright it is. And it is lit up by 4 incandescent bulbs right here, all of which are working. So I will LED them. Hopefully you can't see reverse boobies there. I don't want to get into trouble. I'll LED them and then have a look and see if it's just too bright and then decide from there. Okay, I stuck in 4 warm white LEDs in this mech. Haven't looked at it yet, so let's gauge and judge together. You know what? That looks fine. That is actually fine. So I think that I am safe to LED all of the boobie mechs, so I'm gonna do the rest now. Okay, boobie mech number 2. I just connected underside the Playfield, another 4 warm LED lights. And how does that look? Ooh, you can kind of see stuff. You can kind of see stuff. But I'll have to have a look at this myself. Here, you look away for a minute. I would say that it is not too crazy bright, and that is fine and dandy. So yeah, I'm happy with that. All right, ramp number 1 complete. Check this out. Looks pretty darn good. Taking out the old incandescent bulbs and putting in LED bulbs in these 555 spotlight sockets are a royal pain in the butt. Not easy at all. Glad that on my first shot there that they're all working fine, so I wouldn't want to have to remove them and stick them back in. I really actually just pull out the spotlight, I unclick it from the socket, and I just pull the whole dome out until the incandescent bulb pops out, and then I force with all might the LED into the tight friggin' socket, because the LEDs are thicker than incandescent by a margin enough that it makes it a friggin' pain in the nuts. So moving on. Okay, next boobie mech. I fought with this spotlight to the point where I broke the original one, broke a leg off, trying to fight the LED in there. Fortunately, I had a spare. And turns out that this lighting is all done by 1 flasher bulb. So I just tested that to make sure it was good. So this guy is now all done. And then I have 2 more fun spotlights to do there. And getting close. Then I got to do these backboard ones, but I'm kind of running out of time. And I think that I'm going to wrap up this video. I got to do the coin door still. Start button, potentially. But I'd say that all in all, things are looking good. One moment. I just need another maybe half an hour at the machine, and I should be done with the LEDing. So I might be able to do that later tonight. Oh yeah, grotto. I better do that now before I forget. And then I can get these LEDs off to Dutch potentially tomorrow, because tomorrow is the Central Ontario Pinball and Arcade Fest. No, it's not. Tomorrow we're leaving. It's actually Saturday. Tomorrow's Friday, but leaving tomorrow afternoon. So my time is limited and I want to get this done so I can bring the LEDs to Dutch before I leave for Wasaga Beach. So that's the end of episode 3. And we will see you guys on the next one. Okay, it is the following day, and I have a little bit of time before we have to pack up and head out to the Central Ontario Pinball and Arcade Festival. So I'm going to finish the LEDs so I can bring Dutch the LEDs. So here, the next boobie mech in the lineup, sure enough, is a two-way mirror. And I've got tape in the right place, I think. It's actually really hard to show this, but I just wanted to make sure all my flashers were working, which they are. So that means I don't need to deal with that mech. So the next mech is this one, and I gotta figure out why these sockets just keep falling out. I'm guessing it's that they keep running into this bundle of wires here in the back. So if I can like straighten this stuff out and kind of get it out of the way. No, I don't even know. It does not look like it's in line with that. But maybe I will have to bust out the hot glue. So I'll change all these guys next. There was a couple broken bulbs, and they were from here. So whatever is happening with this area, it's friggin' breaking light bulbs. It's at least two. One I think I broke myself. So we got, what, 5 out of the 8 bulbs remaining. So yeah, I'll deal with that next. Okay, I have this Tease mech LED'd. So I went with natural white because the LEDs that I have it's from pinballrom.com, Dave Still. They're just a little bit wider than incandescent bulb and don't fit in the opening. But shout out again to Wally16 who donated me all these LEDs, and these guys are nice and narrow. See the difference? Got that plastic ring around there, just adds an extra like 1/16. So these I was able to fit in there, and I don't have any warms of those. I was going to go warm like the other mechs. This is, I believe, from there. So the question is 8 LEDs too much? And there's only one way to find out here. Let's go. Oh, and also, it turns out these are just general illumination on all the time. They're not controlled lamps. Otherwise, they'd be blinking on and off like the rest of the controlled lamps. But let's go into the Playboy test. Yes, I know, don't have balls in there. Okay, we want to go to diagnostics, all the way over to PB tests. It's not centerfold, it's not triangle, it's not stepper motor. Yes, it is stepper motor. Okay, so let's see how this looks. I'll turn off my flash. I'm gonna have to close the coin door. No. I could hit run instead of pulse. That would probably do it in one shot instead of multiple shots. So I'll hit run here, start button. There we go. Okay, that's like definitely super bright, but it's not blowing out the whole artwork. It's not like it's just a big white blob. So I can live with that. All right, next up, coin door LEDs. I went with warm again because they're behind red. And that looks good. All right, this little spotlight bracket is now done. And I think I just need to do the 12 Playgirls, and that might be it. All right, so all of the calendar girls are all done. And I took a look around. I think I got everything. I have made a bit of a hot glue mess, so I got to clean that up. What I did was I removed these top 4 sockets so I could get the glue gun to the bottom sockets and just add a little dab on the top tab of each. Then I put these guys back in and added a little dab. It's like spider friggin' cobwebs down there. Got hot glue everywhere. But that should prevent these things from falling out. I even zip tied the wiring here just to make it nice and not in the way, but definitely does not line up. I think it's just a matter of vibration. So I think that should solve that. So how about I put the Playfield down and kind of have a look at the finished product here. But first, I might as well install this trough lid. And put the apron back on. Got to get me some fancy apron cards. Alright, now let's have a look at the finished LED'd product. Kind of stand back and try and get the whole show here. There we go. That'll make for a good thumbnail photo, potentially. I think I got them all. Oh, I'm going to get some more pink LEDs from Dave Still at the show, because I think it would be kind of cool to do the top rollover lanes in pink. These three guys up there. I like how that turned out in the back panel. So yeah, pretty happy with how this looks with the pink posts and the LEDs. I think the mirror blades are going to be killer on this machine too, so excited to install those. Okay, so that now is officially a wrap. I will see you after the weekend.